lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I'm super excited for this video because today I'm going to be doing 3 looks with 1 palette using the Nomad Cosmetics Antilles palette, which just looks like this. I was super excited about this. I think it is absolutely beautiful. It launched last week and I was just super inspired by it, so I wanted to go ahead and do 3 looks with it for y'all, and I really hope you guys enjoy this type of video. If you do, let me know and I will keep doing it. I really liked how I did this, just filming my makeup every day before I went to film and just doing eyes. So I don't know, I just thought it was really fun and I had a lot of fun playing with this palette. I think I've used every single shade now and honestly I really like it. I think it's super nice, so if you guys are interested in this, I'll definitely have it linked down below. But that is everything, so if you want to see the 3 looks, then just keep watching. Okay, so for this first look, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the shade right here, which is called Secret Harbor. It's the only brown shade in the palette. So I'm just going to tap off the excess and I'm just going to go ahead and put that in my crease. This is actually the only shade I'm going to be using in my crease, so I'm definitely going to take my time and really blend it out and then build it up more, in the very crease part of my eye, and then just blend upwards towards the brow bone. Just adding some more. I'm going to take that same color on a pencil brush and I'm just going to keep it close to the lower lash line and just kind of bring it up so it connects with the outer V right here. I'm also going to take a little bit of that on the pencil brush just because it is such a precise brush, and just tap it on the outer V so that that area is as dark as it can get. And then just going in with the blending brush. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and quickly cut my crease. I'm just going to be using the P. Louise eyeshadow base. And I'm not going to go super in depth because honestly I'm not that great at cut creases, but my technique that I've been using recently is I just take a little bit on the brush, I put it on my eye, and then I look up and I kind of go from wherever it landed. Okay, so definitely not the best cut crease work I've ever done, but that's okay. I think I want to go ahead and I'm going to start off with a little bit more of that shade Secret Harbor, the brown that we've been using this whole time. And I'm just going to go ahead and just tap that onto the outer V just so everything blends together. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here, this neon highlighter yellow shade, and it is called Happy Island. And I'm just going to go ahead and start that off on my inner part of my lid. The shade is really pretty, but it's just a touch powdery, so I'm going to go ahead and use the Hard Candy setting spray, primer mist, whatever it is. It works fine for eyeshadow. I actually don't really like it for my face all that much, but I'm trying to use it up. So I've been using it for eyeshadow a ton lately, but I'm just going to add that on top, just make it a little extra bold. I'm just going to take whatever's left over and just kind of put it on the lid a little bit more. Just take whatever's left on the brush so it makes it go into the other color or the next color better. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this blue shade right here, which is called Blue Lagoon. It's a super pretty, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw that on the center of the lid. That is really beautiful. And then I'm just going to kind of tap it into the yellow. Okay, so last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the shade Grace Bay, which is this really pretty blue shade here. Just a dark matte blue. And I'm going to go ahead and just put this onto the outer third. I actually don't want this shade to be super pigmented. I kind of just want to add it there but blend it into the brown, if that makes sense. Okay, so that is the only shade I've gotten fallout so far, and it was literally just the tiniest amount. Okay, it's already gone. Yeah, just barely any fallout at all, which is really, really nice. So now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to take my pencil brush, which I've been using for the brown shade, and I'm just going to take it and put it into the outer V and just blend the brown and the blue together. Okay, so this is a little weird of a concoction, but I just want it to all flow together. So I'm going to take a little bit of Grace Bay, and I'm going to take a little bit of the Secret Harbor. So basically just mixing that brown and that blue together. And I'm just going to take that on the outer V. I'm going to take my blending brush and just blend that outer part. Really quickly, I just want to add a little bit of detail work. I'm going to go back into Happy Island, which is the highlighter yellow shade, and I'm just going to go basically with a tiny brush as close to my cut crease as possible, because I hate like when you can see any of the concealer or anything. I want it to be completely filled in. Just doing that real quick. This is just a little Real Techniques lip brush. Got like literally like 6 years ago. So I'm going to take my pencil brush, and just for the heck of it, I'm going to add one more shade on my lower lash line. I really want to go in with this bright orange here, just because I think it will add a fun little pop, and just throw it in like the inner half here. So the palette doesn't have any highlighter shades, but that's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and pull from my Moonchild Glow Kit, and I'm going to go into the shade right here, which is called Blue Ice. I'm going to go in with that same pencil brush. It looks dirty, but I cleaned it off. And I'm just going to pick some of that up and throw it on the inner corner. I live for a good duochrome inner corner highlight. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up my face real quick, and I'll be right back to show you guys the final look. So I wanted to mention really quickly that I'm wearing ColourPop Prance Gel Liner in my waterline, and then the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche Lipstick in the shade Sugarcane. So this is the first look. Okay, so for this look, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the shade Pink Sand Beach right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to throw that in my crease. That's pigmented. That's already kind of far up for my crease, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of wipe off that color just a little bit. And then I'm going to go in and blend out the edges. Just make sure it's all nice and soft. Okay, so next I'm going to deepen the crease a little bit with this shade right here, and this is called Rum Punch. It's just another pink, like pinky purple shade, a little bit deeper. I just picked up a lot of product, I don't know why, so I'm tapping off all the excess. And I'm going to put that in my crease as well, just a little bit lower down. Because this brush is really small, I'm just going to go ahead and also take that along the lower lash line a little bit. Gonna go in with my previous brush and just blend that out. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this really dark purple shade right here called Curateo Nights, and it's just a dark matte purple. I think I'll apply it the way it is, and then I might wet it just to make it extra intense. Just gonna go ahead and add that. So I just applied that dry, and the pigmentation is nice. I think I'm going to do this, blend it out, and then I'll probably go in with it wet just to make it extra intense, but it's not bad at all. So I'm going to take that smaller brush and just a little bit more of the purple and just use that in the crease just to blend the purple and the pink together. And then going with my original big fluffy blending brush, just blending that out a little bit. So I'm just spraying that a little bit. So I just got just a touch of fallout from that shade, but honestly barely any considering what a dark purple it is now. I'm just going to go ahead and do that same exact step again and just going with a little touch more purple and just blend again. I'm just taking whatever's left over on that little brush again and just kind of putting it onto the lower lash line. I'm also just going to go ahead and take a little touch of Diamond Waterfalls right here on the back of that brush, which is just a nice like lighter purple shade. And I think I'm just going to add that onto the center of the lid just for a little dimension. So I forgot to say what I'm doing, but I'm just adding a little bit more of the dark purple into the crease just because I want it to be blended perfectly and I felt like there was a little bit of patchiness. I'm going to go ahead and take that Diamond Waterfall shade again, this super pretty purple, and I'm just going to run that along my lower lash line the rest of the way that I didn't really do with the other brush, just to keep that pop of purple there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take this really light pink shade here, which is called Mahogany Bay. I'm going to pick up a good amount, and because I'm using this as my inner corner highlight and I really want it to be poppin', I'm going to go ahead and spray that as well, if I can find the spray. Ooh, that is pretty. I'm going to go ahead and add the Argancy In eyeliner in the shade Lilac into my waterline. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my face off camera and I'll be right back to show you guys the final look. Okay, so here is look number 2 finished. I went ahead and added the Hustle Lashes Iconic Lashes and the Wet n Wild liquid lipstick in Nudist Peach to complete the look. And I'm feeling very summery. I really like how this one turned out, so okay, so for today's look, I'm going to go ahead and start off with this orange matte shade right here, which is called 7 Mile Beach. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw that in my crease. Ooh, that's a really pretty shade of orange. It's kind of got like some coral undertones. It's like neon. So I'm just building that up a little bit before I even blend anything out. I just want to make that shade nice and bright. I really, really like this orange. I hope it shows up on camera the way it's showing in person. I'm going to go ahead and take a little pencil brush and just take that shade completely around my eye, basically. I'm going to go ahead and take that brush and just wipe off any excess product, and then I'm going to blend starting on top till all of the edges are soft, and then I'm going to take it along the lower lash line too. You could just circle your whole eye if you want. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and take this extremely bright pink right here. It is called Playa Flamenco, and I'm just going to pack it on my brush, and then I'm going to put it on the outer third of the lid and also the inner third, and just kind of blend it into the crease. It looks like a matte shade with like a little bit of sparkle in it, so I think it'll look really, really pretty right there, and it is so bright. Just going to go ahead and blend that. I'm sorry if you can hear my dogs barking, but I'm going to go back into the orange shade and just blend again. So those colors are looking really, really neon. I really like how this look is going. I'm going to go ahead, and part of me wants to kind of use concealer to make a halo, but at the same time I'm feeling a little lazy, so I think I'm just going to go in as is with El Floridita right here. This is a color I really wanted to use because it's like a super intense metallic coral shade. It's so pretty. I think just to give it like that extra little pop, I am going to go ahead and spray my brush, even though I use this one and I swatch this one and it looks, I think it would work perfectly fine without spraying, but I just want I just want that little extra oomph. Ooh, look at that shade. That is so pretty. I think that is the prettiest rose gold shade I've ever seen. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off the eyeshadow portion of this look by taking Champagne Reef, this really pretty metallic gold right here, and I'm going to pop that in my inner corner. And that is dry, and that looks really pretty. I'm going to kind of take it along the lower lash line just a little bit, blend it into the orange. Alright, so there is the eyeshadow. I'm going to go ahead, finish off my face as always, and I'll be right back to show you guys the final look. Okay, so this is the final look. I went ahead and added some black eyeliner in my waterline, a black wing. I added the House of Lashes lashes in Boudoir, which are my favorite lashes ever. And then also added the Sam Marcel lipstick in the shade Angeline, which is such a pretty like satin nude shade. So this is the last look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.